Destiny looks at Hasanabi, and he sees not just a rival, but a hunger, a reaching hand, a performer searching for a stage partner who refuses to arrive.
Okay, what's our streamer memes?
At the mercy of whatever his chat is saying. Once again, I wonder if he'll ever cover like the Destiny or Ethan Klein drama.
He's so desperate.
And if he hasn't, I wonder why.
It's APAC, by the way.
I don't know. Maybe he will. Who knows? He said he won't because of legal matters. Huh, interesting. It's just odd. Or maybe because he's a pussy who's too afraid of Destiny coming after him. And right now he's still a reliable vehicle for both Destiny and Ethan Klein at different times to attack someone like myself.
By the way, Asmongold's audience fucking hates me. They do enjoy it when I attack Hassan. Oh my god. Hassan loved me and Ethan fighting so much. I think we're chill now. I think me and Ethan, these communities are chill now. Which would probably trigger the fuck out of Hassan because he's probably hoping we would fight for like weeks at least.
How's that for being Mr. Brave?
Damn, dude. He's got to be feeling all the pressure. He's like super outnumbered now. He's probably never felt this way before.
Because right now, let's be real, a lot of political content creators kind of avoid talking about Asmongold because they're afraid of his audience. They're afraid of the wrath of his audience, right?
Like, no. I think a lot of content creators just don't talk about Asmongold because nobody on Twitch really does politics besides Asmongold and Hassan that are huge streamers. Like, there are other streamers, like some of the lib guys and stuff, but they're all just kind of smaller, right? Hutch watched Asmongold and said it was really bad for a little bit, but...
I'm not, but there are large enough communities that normally wouldn't care about such things. Those communities, of course, have their crosshairs on someone like myself, or maybe in this circumstance, one another. The reality is, everybody knows who those communities are and what their communities behave like, and they simply don't want the smoke. So,
like, what does Asmongold's community behave like? They say mean things about you on Twitter or whatever? Keep in mind, Hassan's community and the network that he's a part of, these are the worst people on the internet at this point in time, I believe. I don't know if there's anybody worse on the internet to feud with than Hassan's community types of people, the lefty network. Remember, as scared as everybody is, apparently, of DGG and everybody else, Ryan Beard had no problem making a huge video about me. He got bullied off of making a video about Hassan and Ethan's disagreements, and he was going to be even-handed on. He was even going to make a Hassan hit piece, and he got bullied out of doing that.
So they will refuse to cover this kind of thing, and only cover it if it's someone like myself, because I take a principled position and don't actually actively demand that my community go after my enemies and dox them and constantly try to get them deplatformed.
As he literally brings bad evidence out on a stream over and over and over and over and over again.
That's it. That's the reason.
It's actually funny. It's actually so pathetic. I just realized, holy shit, it's so gross how this stupid platform is with Dan KKK Clancy running the Do you understand what's happening here? Asmongold, as horrible and disgusting as I think his politics are, Asmongold is covering politics. And Hassan wants to pull him into drama slop. That's what's going on. Asmongold, my guess is every day you probably turn to him, he's talking about more culture war shit, talking about more faggot writing, because that's all he does on that stream, is writing the fat of Trump and MAGA and everything else. And meanwhile, Hassan is like, what about the drama? Go cover drama between Ethan and Destiny. Cover drama. Go talk about the drama. Oh, Zach, right. Hassan is actually mad that he's not doing more drama slop. Wait, is he banned right now? God. Oh, he's playing video games right now. I guess. Does he play video games often? I have no idea how often he plays video games on his stream.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, the PoE 2 expansion came out yesterday. That's why he's playing.
With my build.
Do you think he's talking about Jews in Palestine again?
So this isn't Major League Soccer.
He's doing this all day.
No. Yeah. So we play in the USL Championship, which is like D2. But like, you know, the team started in 2012. Him and 4 of his buddies like threw money together through a neighborhood soccer league, right? You want to tell that?
Okay, the mic. You want to give him the mic?
Yeah.
He sees a man yearning to conscript Asmongold into a war that is not his, into a feud between Destiny and Ethan Klein that has spilled out across timelines and chats. And he names it for what it is: drama farming, the endless plowing of scandal for harvest, the attempt to keep the soil fertile not with ideas, but with conflict. The spectacle of this attempt, Hassan's visible desire for Asmongold to enter the fray, becomes, in Destiny's account, an allegory for the age of digital politics itself. The age when creators posture as radicals or prophets yet fall back again and again into the lowest currency of all: the argument, the feud, the manufactured beef. The age when the lure of clout transforms men into farmers of drama, tilling the ground not for sustenance, but for attention. Drama is the easiest story. It requires no research, no depth, no grounding in policy or philosophy. Drama feeds on personality, on insult, on the cycles of attack and defense. In the digital marketplace of attention, drama is cheap to produce and rich in reward. One clip of a feud can generate more views than a dozen carefully argued monologues. This is the economy that Destiny exposes when he watches Hassan reaching for Asmongold. The goal is not insight, not debate, not even alliance. The goal is the spectacle of conflict extended, the feud prolonged, the churn guaranteed. To bring Asmongold into the arena is to add fuel to the fire, to ensure that the story has another act, another set of reactions, another round of monetized outrage. Drama is also addictive. For audiences trained by algorithms to expect constant novelty, the feud becomes a kind of serialized entertainment, a soap opera in digital form. The characters are the streamers themselves, the plot is their conflict, the cliffhanger is the possibility of new escalation. Drama feeds on itself, spiraling until it becomes the defining mode of interaction. What makes Hassan's desperation visible is the reluctance of Asmongold. Here is a figure with one of the largest audiences on Twitch, a streamer whose power is undeniable. To pull him into the feud would be to secure legitimacy, to widen the spectacle, to attract new viewers who might otherwise remain indifferent. But Asmongold hesitates. Whether out of caution, legal concerns, or sheer disinterest, he resists the role offered to him. In that resistance lies a kind of power, the refusal to be used as content by others, the refusal to allow one's community to be weaponized in someone else's feud. For Destiny, this refusal exposes Hassan's desperation. It shows that the drama farmer cannot farm alone, that he depends on others to lend their crops to his soil. The reluctance also reveals something about the fear of audiences. Communities on Twitch are volatile, loyal to their streamer but often hostile to outsiders. To enter a feud is to risk the wrath of thousands, to inherit enemies one did not choose. Asmongold's distance may be read not as cowardice, but as prudence, the recognition that some fires burn too hot to touch. Destiny names the danger. Communities themselves have become weapons in these feuds. To direct an audience toward an enemy is to unleash harassment, doxing, coordinated attacks. The streamer may disclaim responsibility, may say they do not direct such behavior, but the dynamic is undeniable. Communities mirror the energy of their leaders. When Hassan seeks to involve Asmongold, he is not just seeking another opinion, he is seeking another army. To draw Asmongold into the feud is to expand the battlefield, to pit one massive community against another, to escalate the scale of conflict beyond what it might otherwise be. Destiny resents this because it corrodes the very possibility of honest engagement. If every disagreement risks becoming a community war, then debate becomes impossible. Every slight becomes magnified, every criticism becomes existential, every feud becomes an all-consuming storm. The streamer becomes less a thinker than a general, less a commentator than a commander. Politics is the fig leaf draped over much of this drama. Streamers insist that their feuds are about ideology, about justice, about the fate of the country. But again and again, the conflicts reveal themselves as personal, parasocial, rooted not in policy, but in ego. Destiny insists on this distinction. What Hassan seeks is not political debate, but dramatic spectacle. The invocation of politics is a justification, a way to elevate petty squabbles into matters of principle. But the substance is thin. The real energy lies in the feud itself, in the cycles of insult and counter-insult, in the monetized outrage. This illusion is dangerous because it confuses audiences. Viewers believe they are engaging in politics when in fact they are consuming entertainment. They believe they are participating in ideological struggle when in fact they are part of a parasocial soap opera. The line between politics and content blurs until politics itself becomes just another genre of content. Drama farming is not accidental, it is structural. The platforms reward engagement, and nothing engages like conflict. Outrage spreads faster than analysis. Insult travels farther than insight. To ignore drama is to risk irrelevance. To decline participation is to leave clicks on the table. Hassan's desperation to involve Asmongold is not just a personal flaw, but a reflection of this economy. The incentive is clear. With each new figure pulled into the feud, the story expands, the audience grows, the monetization deepens. The farming metaphor is apt, for drama is seeded, cultivated, harvested, and consumed like any crop. But farming also exhausts the soil. A field cannot be planted with the same crop endlessly without depletion. Likewise, audiences eventually tire of endless feuds, or they become cynical, recognizing the performance for what it is. Drama sustains in the short term, but corrodes in the long term. What is at stake in all of this is authenticity. Streamers build their audiences on the promise of being real, of speaking honestly, of showing themselves unfiltered. But drama farming undermines that authenticity. It reveals the calculation behind the performance, the willingness to manufacture conflict for clicks. Destiny seizes on this contradiction in Hassan. To present oneself as principled while chasing drama is to invite exposure. To claim to care about politics while desperate to extend feuds is to erode trust. The shadow of authenticity looms over every streamer, and drama farming is the fastest way to cast doubt on it. There is something almost tragic in the spectacle of Hassan's desire. To reach so visibly for Asmongold, to need his participation so badly, is to reveal weakness. It shows that the drama farmer is not in control but dependent, not the author of the spectacle, but a supplicant for others' involvement. Destiny delights in exposing this desperation because it inverts the hierarchy. Hassan may have the larger audience, the bigger stage, the more mainstream recognition.